Hello, my divinities. I just want to take a few seconds to tell you guys how grateful I am for each and every one of you. Every single time I see a comment, I see a reaction, I see a share, all of those things, all across the platforms, all across. They really, really mean a lot to me. It lets me know that you are doing everything you can to support and let me know how much you appreciate my time and energy, and that means a lot to me. So thank you. Okay, let's get straight to it. What is the energy for today's collective? Today's energy is interesting. So we've got number 19, Salve Voluti, and number 5, Queen of the Nagas. Oh, okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got Sacred Scar, number 11. Well, so let's see. Start with number 11. Okay, so this one says your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scars speak of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening. Let me reread that. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Let me remove this charger because otherwise I can't. I'm going to keep hitting it every time. Hold on. Okay. It says some experiences are hard to weather. Even when our intention is to trust, going through a challenging time is likely to give rise to suffering. Consider the mother eagle raising her precious eaglets in the sanctuary of a meticulously padded and fiercely defended nest. They know safety and comfort until one day, the mother who provided unceasing nurturance abruptly pushes them out of the nest and into the air. She knows this is how they will learn that they can fly. For the eaglet, there is not yet any such knowledge. Disoriented and disturbed, but eventually innate instinct overtakes confusion, and those brave little eaglets begin to flap their fledgling wings during the plummet from the nest. They have learned the purpose of the tough lesson and grown. The trauma of disruption became their initiation into power. You don't have to enjoy the process of growth, but you can always trust it has your best interests at heart. However, do not confuse negative, especially traumatic experiences as something Spirit has inflicted upon you. Spirit would love your growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible. As your relationship to Spirit heals and strengthens, this can be the way you grow more often than not. However, Spirit also knows that sometimes we are to move through intense experiences before we can gain access to the light. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered and brought their sufferings to consciousness and healing can know. The lessons learned include compassion, wisdom, strength, fearlessness, faith in Spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening whilst having trust in the ultimate power of the light. Such a soul becomes one truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer and a light bearer in the world. The Oracle of Sacred Star lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You are not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit, but Spirit will work with you to free you of negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within your heart that knows how to distill goodness, grace, and healing from even the most terrible experiences. If you are deep in suffering now, know that Spirit is with you, loving you and bringing you this oracle. You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you are exactly where you most want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure even a negative experience will only cause positive growth in you and your life. Okay, interesting. Now, number 19 It says, tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. We live in an age of heightened environmental, emotional, and spiritual pollution. During such a world age, it takes more work to experience clarity, purity, and originality. Often, the bulk of our challenge is simply warding off further negative influences and attempting to dislodge the toxins permeating our energy field psychologically, physically, and emotionally. The onslaught continues with chemical toxins in foods, polluted oceans which contaminate sea life, and the bombardment of electromagnetic radiation. When technological development lacks commensurate wisdom, such as the current case, progress contains a shadow side of harm to our planet and her creatures, including us humans. Higher beings are lovingly and faithfully working to assist souls in their transition from fear to a love-based inner orientation, and to become strong enough to ward off further negative influences and reverse the toxic culture within themselves and our world. A shift is available for hearts willing to exchange the constant battle with relentless negativity for being a source of light, love, and peaceful abiding on this planet. When these hearts reside in an inner place of purity, they are able to bring unconditional love and spacious primordial wisdom into our world for the spiritual benefit of all beings. With their positive enthusiasm for the healing for all beings, they can do much good in the world. To be around such hearts instills peace and relaxation, hopefulness, and vitality within the soul. The frequency is 741 hertz, cleans things up. Solve polluti is a Latin expression which means to clear pollutants and toxins. This frequency focuses on clearing, freeing the hold of negativity, and allowing the natural way of bright, beautiful manifestation to unfold. This frequency works to clear infections and electromagnetic radiation from the body. It also attunes one to the harmonics of the quantum field, the reorganizing principle of the higher self, which knows what you are and how to dislodge and disengage from that which is inauthentic and obstructive to your radiant being. When this oracle appears in a reading, it is a call to clear yourself and your space in ways that feel affirming, inspiring, and beautiful for you. Trust that no matter how much gunk the ego-driven actions of humans might generate, it is no match for the power of spirit at play in willing human hearts. May all such hearts join with spirit and with each other to clear and bless all creatures for the greatest good. Interesting. Now, last but not least, number 5, Queen of the Nagas. Okay, so this one says, a sacred task exists for you to fulfill. It is to be found through connection to your heart. Be open only to those most authentic teachings which prove helpful to your continued spiritual progress and personal freedom. Cleansing your body, mind, heart, and soul will be of particular benefit at this time. Powerful, subtle energies are helping ensure your success. Believe that many positive synchronicities and unexpected allies will rally to support you. The mysterious beings, known as Nagas, are recognized in spiritual traditions across India, Nepal, and Tibet, as well as in other shamanic and cultural traditions. Nagas are connected to water and are extremely sensitive to pollutions and poisons of all kind. They become disturbed when waters are polluted. Since our bodies are composed of more water than anything else, when the waters of our planet are disturbed, so too are we. We can make gentle offerings to the waters of our planet and help heal them through our choices. As we do our part to honor and heal the waters, we help ourselves and the Nagas, who in turn assist humans to further heal and evolve spiritually. Certain Nagas, including the Naga Queen, are emanations of enlightened higher beings. The Eastern goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, is said to assume the form of a benevolent Naga to help beings in need of her protection. Enlightened Naga beings are very helpful to humans, protecting secret wisdoms and offering powerful teachings to those who are wise and committed enough to use them for the greater good. The Naga Queen helps such practitioners overcome the numerous poisons that abound in our world, find deep emotional healing, and make significant spiritual progress. The Queen of the Nagas brings two messages. The first is that as you maintain your integrity and take your emotional healing journey, you are placing yourself within a powerful field of spiritual protection. Continue to tend to your inner healing and ask for spiritual protection each day from the higher beings you love. As you continue with such practices, a palpable field of positive energy accumulates around you, minimizing negative influences. On off days, this field buffers you from your own mind and factors outside of your control, such as astrological influences or other people's ego-driven actions. If some negativity does enter your world, its severity is minimized and you will recover from the disturbance more swiftly. You can honor this guidance through the spiritual exercise below. The second message of this oracle is that something of great value is at work in your world. Spirit works with tremendous subtlety, even when it is accomplishing a masterful stroke of luminous inspiration and powerful grace. You may not be fully aware of the divine protection being granted or of a negativity that was averted, yet you are being held in grace nonetheless. If you are struggling with some matter, know that spiritual protection has prevented the situation from escalating and shall ensure that the situation is corrected and resolved. The divine can assume whatever form will benefit the spiritual seeker to ensure their continued progress, facilitating the right things at the right time. There is no need to impose a limit on the limitless resourcefulness and creative generosity of the divine at play in your affairs. All you need to do is invite it in and trust. Wow. I want to mention the fact that when I was shuffling, because, I'm shuffling and I'm meditating while I'm shuffling and I'm looking at which cards pop out the most. These two decks had very similar cards come out. And the cards, because these are the Angel and Occult Tarot, or it should be Angel and Demon Tarot, but whatever. They were speaking of spiritual protection, and this one, the moon popped out. And in this deck, when the moon pops out, it talks about demons being sent your way. So the fact that we have this combination lets me know that you might have faced some really difficult struggles recently. This one, remember, was talking about how your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. Your greatest struggles are the pathway to your greatest potential. So whatever it is that's happening, you're not being punished. It's actually saying this could have been worse. Spirit has been trying to dial down whatever it is that's being sent your way. You are protected from it. So this is fascinating. Let's see. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. I'm gonna put these aside because I'm gonna do the first row with the white and gold decks, and then we'll use the darker energies here. Okay, let's get started. What's the energy? What's the energy for this collective? So number one, we've got Three of Wands, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries, which is enemies. And remember, I think it was Queen of the Nagas was talking about how something is being created. Spirit is manifesting something powerful right now. And for a lot of you, if this resonates with you on some level, then you are part of Spirit's plan. Whatever it is that Spirit is creating right now in the world, it's going to affect the world as a whole. You are part of it, which is why you've done the work, which is why you're receiving this level of protection, this level of guidance, and this level of privilege to be a part of this, really. Knight of Wands, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes. What? Saves exiles. Interesting. But mostly protection is what I feel is relevant here. Queen of Swords, ritual and ceremony, can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. This is interesting because when I was shuffling again, cards kept coming out about discovering hidden treasure. So this Queen of Swords, we had Queen of Nagas and now we have the Queen of Swords. This could be like a feminine spirit guide who's trying to reveal something to you, some sort of treasure either within yourself, or like if you're going through a specific rough time, it's trying to show you how you can turn that into a treasure, or it's guiding you towards an actual discovery or treasure. Let's see, one more. High Priestess, success, protection. This is so interesting. Which one was it? This one. This is like legally related because over here it prevents discovery of secret crimes, and this is protection for magistrates. So somebody could have been dealing with like the legal system coming after you, but because your enemies were trying to set it up that way. And then the swords is somebody in authority. Not only is it somebody in authority, hold on. Not only is it someone in authority, but swords indicate the legal system. Four of Pentacles, self-atonement, cures mental illness, deliverance from persecution. Again, look, refuge, governs dreams and reveals mysteries. Okay. I'm not going to go too far because otherwise we'll get stuck in the bottom of the deck forever. But what I'm seeing here is somebody was trying to get you investigated for previous criminal activity or something you did. Okay, because obviously not everybody here is a criminal. But it was either they were trying to set you up to appear that way, or maybe it was something you did in your past and they were trying to make it relevant now. But this says that your spirit guides or the karmic laws of the universe, either if you did do something, they feel like you've already atoned for whatever you did. And if you didn't do something, then they're just delivering you from, protecting you from whoever's trying to set you up. Fascinating. Let's clarify. Clarify the Three of Wands for me. The Star. Clarify the Three of Wands for me. Nine of Wands. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Wands right now is showing up like a barrier to me. Like this is reminding me of my people who know about Lord of the Rings and ooh, Two of Cups. It's making me think of Gandalf, you shall not pass. That energy, that type of energy. Look, I cannot. Queen of Swords again. The Five of Cups, the Hierophant. King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Damn. The Hierophant, this is somebody powerful. What I mean by powerful, whoever's coming after you, and obviously this is not going to resonate for everybody. This is like, I'm not trying to like make y'all paranoid or anything like that. So again, you would have to know that this is already something you would be possibly subjected to, okay? And you might even know who it is, or you would have received confirmation in other places. I wouldn't be the only one, okay? Before you start getting paranoid. Because this could be like a coven. Hierophant energy, this is an established organization. So either one, they are a coven, they're like a secret society, they got money. Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, or it's like a really well-established family, one of the two. But Five of Wands, they're fighting amongst themselves. Yeah, it's like they're trying to, I don't know what it is they want exactly, because we haven't gotten that far. But you have Two of Cups, it feels like a contract. What I mean by contract is the spirit guide, whoever this queen is watching over you. It's interesting because the Queen of Swords is showing up twice. So this is definitely your spirit guide, but at the same time, one of the Queen of the Nagas card was talking about how the Nagas are like a spiritual emanation of higher beings. And I feel like whoever this reading is for, you have stepped into your higher self and you are a spiritual emanation of a higher being. So it's almost like you are technically the daughter or possibly granddaughter of this spirit that's watching over you. So they would be considered an ancestor, even though they're most likely a goddess or a saint or whatever it is that you worship. But they see you like you're the generational curse breaker. You've got so much potential. And so they're sitting here protecting you like, absolutely not. This is someone who I'm close to. This is someone who is creating something that will benefit the entire universe, not just this world, the entire universe. So they're helping you and they're shielding you. So even whatever you've been going through right now, they're telling you, oh, honey, it could have been way worse. I promise you. Whatever did come through was just, something that will help you on your path, that will show you your potential, but it's not the end of you. I promise you that. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands. We got the Six of Cups. Ace of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Oh, this one's reversed. The Moon. Death. And the Tower, bitch. Was someone trying to kill you? Oh, Lord. There's all this. Look, this is whoever you got spiritual beef with, they meant business. Unfortunately for them, they didn't realize how protected you were. Like, because they showed up in such powerful energy, they most likely looked at you like you're a small fry and they could easily take you out. Now, we still don't know what they want from you or why they would want to do this. But I think with Seven of Cups, it's like they were creating some sort of illusion, some sort of mirage. And what I mean by illusion, hopefully, I don't think this is near you, like physically near you. I think this might have been like in the spiritual world, either when you meditated, in the dream world, like something was being shown to you, but it was an illusion. And whoever this spirit guide is, they're busting that wide open. Because you might have, in the spirit world, whatever they were doing, it was like fooling you into doing something that you would not be able to take back. Yeah. And so whoever this Queen of Swords is, they created like a shield, like a wall, like no. So that you could see the truth. Whatever the illusion was couldn't affect you anymore. This is the Knight. The Knight of Wands is, I've never seen the Knight of Wands this way, or maybe I have, but it's been a while. The Knight of Wands is whoever they sent after you. So this could be either a spirit that they sent after you, or this could be like a magician that they sent after you. But this person might not have personal beef with you, but I feel like they were paid, or they're just they received orders. So they came after you. But whoever this Queen of Swords is, this is someone that you've been, that's why High Priestess is here. Because I think whoever this goddess is, you've been their High Priestess in other lives. You've served them for multiple lives. The connection here is deep, deep. So you are a vessel for them. Like, you are part of their bloodline, but you've also served them in this human lifetime. So you are a clear channel You have a clear connection to this queen. Maybe that's what they're after. I don't know. But with the moon card reversed, she's not, whoever the Queen of Swords is, she is not allowing the illusion. Again, the Tower and the Seven of Cups with the moon reversed, same thing. The illusion is being destroyed. Whatever they were hoodwinking you with, she was like, absolutely not. And with the Death card here, this is most likely a death deity, a death goddess of some sort. But she's allowing you, whatever did come through, whatever difficulty or whatever energy might have gotten through the shield. Remember, she's buffering it, but she didn't stop it fully because it's still going to help your transformation. It's still going to help your development. Clarify Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Strength reversed. Clarify Queen of Swords. Oh, damn. Four of Cups reversed. Clarify Queen of Swords. The Empress. Look. The Knight of Swords. I'm telling you. Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Damn. Were they... Look. The Knight of Wands, I feel if they sent like 4 different spirits your way, only one was able to get through. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. These were others that were stopped fully. But that's because this one is actually carrying a sword, whereas the Knight of Wands is carrying like a club. That would create a bruise, might break a bone, but this one could pierce you. And these are just softer. They're just weaker. But they might have tried influencing, like Ten of Swords and the Strength card reversed. You might have felt incredibly weak lately. Especially financially or physically, because Pentacles is something physical. So it could be your finances, because obviously Pentacles is coins, but it could also be like physically. And she's like resetting you. Whoever this spirit is, this Queen of Swords, she's helping you alchemize. She's helping you remove the poison, but instead of just purging it, she's like, how do I put this? Picture this poison like a purple liquid flowing through your body. So she's helping you put all the liquid in a container and then using that liquid to turn it into something different, because it's still a powerful energy. So she's helping you alchemize it, but also not let it affect you permanently. She's helping you use this energy to actually glow up. Almost like, imagine, I want to make it more specific because the images I'm getting. Imagine that you are in a barren land and the only food around is poisonous. Are you not going to eat? You're going to starve yourself? Or are you going to learn, poison is also cures for certain things, right? The poison can also be the cure. So would you start looking at how can I mix these things to turn it into a healing, nourishing meal instead of something that could have toxins and poison? So that's what she's helping you do. She's shielding you from the strongest things, but whatever she allowed through is because it was something that actually needed to be addressed within you. And I've said it so many times. Black magic will only affect you if you have a specific weakness in that area. So whatever they were trying to affect you in, she's helping you turn this around. I love this card. Is this not a beautiful card? This is one of my favorite decks. This is just beautiful. But anyways, because she doesn't want you to sit. The Four of Cups, it's like they were trying to get you to sit in your feelings, but in a bad way. Like because it's weakness, right? So they were trying to get you to sit in your depression, possibly reminiscing about the past, possibly worried about missed opportunities or missed connections, whatever. She's like, no, let that shit go. Pour all that emotion out. Purge it. So that you can step into your Empress energy again. I will say, especially if this applies to you, you're going to feel a boost of energy, especially if you're meditating, because I don't remember which one of these cards, but they were saying do not lose your spiritual practices. If you're meditating, if you are saying your affirmations, you're journaling, you're possibly doing yoga or doing something else, get your body in motion. All of these things are going to help you feel that boost of energy. You're going to start taking action again. You're not going to stay stuck. Clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. Look, Tower. That boost of energy. Knight of Cups. Oh. Eight of Wands. We are not keeping all of these. That is like 5 different cards. No. And the Four of Wands. The Hermit. 8 of Pentacles. So whatever attack this was, I think it made you really focus on previous connections. And what I mean by previous connections, it's like, it doesn't just have to be romantic, although I feel like that was at the forefront. Previous romantic connections you've had, previous family that you may have disconnected from, previous jobs or career decisions you made. It's like they wanted you isolated. They wanted you stuck in your head. I'm surprised the Nine of Swords hasn't come out, because it wasn't so much to create anxiety. It's what they wanted. It was to create depression. Because, that they want you to at your lowest vibration, because when you are depressed, when you're hopeless, you can't manifest. You can't move forward, right? So this was a direct attack on your spirituality. The whatever the High Priest, if you are this person, whoever this reading is for, you're meant for success. You're meant to be the star, right? And they know that any minute, unless you already have. Some of you have already blown up. Maybe some of you are viral. I don't know, because I don't know everybody who's listening to me, right? Some of you have already gotten the attention, the fame. But with the Knight of Cups, this is what you're meant for. And it's going to happen quickly. And so they're trying to stop this at all cost. They're trying to throw chunks of a mountain on top of you so that you stay pinned in place instead of moving forward. So, yeah, tell them they can fuck right off. Okay, let's move on. Let's use the Demon Tarot now. I feel like we're going to be seeing some really intense energies. Remember, if this ever creates panic in you, this is not your reading, okay? Just take it that way, because whoever is in this reading is a powerful Empress, High Priestess. This is not somebody who's knocked down by any little wind, all right? So if you're already panicking, this is not your reading, most likely. Let's see, next row. Oh, I just realized let's stop part 1. If you want to support, show appreciation for my time and energy, please make sure in the comments drop below how this resonated with you so far, or at least the emojis that are in the title. That way you show me that you appreciate my time and energy, and it helps motivate me to keep uploading readings, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.